The digital world connects billions, but it also amplifies ancient hatreds. Anti-Semitism has surged on social media, especially after major global events. Following the October 7, 2023 attacks, platforms were flooded with hateful posts and conspiracy theories targeting Jewish people. This wasn't an isolated incident, it was a global wave seen by millions. Algorithms designed for engagement often push shocking, hateful content to wider audiences. Anti-Semitic ideas are normalized and amplified in these echo chambers. For Jewish communities, the internet can quickly become a hostile space. The line between online hate and real-world violence is dangerously thin. Everyday users are exposed to anti-Semitic tropes, often disguised as political commentary. These ideas are rooted in centuries-old stereotypes, now spreading at unprecedented speed. Lies and hate can go viral before they're ever fact-checked or removed. The damage is done, the seeds of hatred are planted. This digital onslaught creates fear and intimidation for Jewish individuals and families. The constant barrage takes a psychological toll, forcing people to stay on guard. Anti-Semitism is not just history, it's thriving in the digital spaces we use every day. The threat is real, immediate, and global. The challenge? How do we fight back against hate that spreads at the speed of a click? The answer starts with understanding how this hate spreads. Hate spreads online with terrifying speed. A single post can reach millions in minutes. Social media algorithms reward provocative, emotional content regardless of truth or harm. Influential figures can legitimize dangerous ideas with just one post. When celebrities like formerly Kanye West, share anti-Semitic messages, their words carry enormous weight. This mainstreams hate, making it seem acceptable to millions. Repetition normalizes bigotry. What was once fringe becomes familiar. Anti-Semitic tropes now circulate openly on major platforms. The viral nature of this content desensitizes users and emboldens extremists. Social media accelerates the spread, exposing new generations to old hatreds. The result? A domino effect of hate, both online and offline. The challenge is not just the content, but the scale and speed of its spread. Fighting anti-Semitism online means disrupting this viral cycle. It requires vigilance, accountability, and new tools. That's where digital watchdogs come in. Enter CCWN, the first open-source database tracking online anti-Semitism. CCWN actively searches for hateful content across major platforms, using tech and human expertise. They define anti-Semitism by international standards, ensuring consistent data collection. When they find violations, they report them and track how platforms respond. Their data reveals which companies act and which don't. CCWN shares this information with platforms, pushing for better moderation. They spot new trends and coded language that algorithms might miss. By making their findings public, they bring transparency and accountability. Anyone can see which platforms are removing hate and which are lagging. CCWN empowers users, researchers, and journalists to demand better. In a world overwhelmed by digital hate, they provide the tools to fight back. Social media companies have rules against hate speech, including anti-Semitism, but rules mean little without real enforcement. Platforms often hesitate, citing free speech, but hate that incites violence isn't protected. Allowing anti-Semitic content to flourish is a failure to protect users. Too often, companies rely on users to report hate, shifting the burden to those targeted. This approach re-traumatizes victims and is not enough. Platforms have the resources to invest in better moderation, more human reviewers, smarter tech. The responsibility lies with the companies. They design the spaces and algorithms. When they fail to act, they choose to tolerate hate. This choice has real-world consequences, fueling division and danger. Enforcing their own rules is not censorship, it's basic responsibility. The stakes are too high for inaction. The time for excuses is over. Combating online anti-Semitism requires all of us. Users must demand transparency and accountability from social media companies. Support organizations like CCWN that hold platforms to higher standards. Push for better content moderation, more trained humans, smarter algorithms, and public data. Report hate when you see it, but don't engage or amplify it. Stand with those targeted and educate yourself to recognize anti-Semitic tropes. Small actions create a culture less tolerant of hate. The goal: digital spaces that connect, not divide. This isn't partisan, it's about safety and decency. Online anti-Semitism threatens not just Jews, but the health of our society. It's time for users, advocates, and companies to work together. We must insist on a digital world that's safer for everyone. The fight starts now.